Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I made this super cute bodysuit using embroidery applique. So over here on the design software, I brought this in from Planet Applique, and I'm just going to go through here and make it more easy for me to use. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the placement stitch to green and then the applique stitch to pink. And then everything else, I'm just changing those colors to go in line. So for example, I'm changing the face to that light brown. I changed the antlers to dark brown, the hair bow to a red, the inside of the ears to white, and then the eyelashes and mouth to black, and then the nose to that same dark brown. So I did that, and then I'm going to save as and send it over to the machine. Once I get to machine, I'm going to go ahead and get my color sorted going on, and then what I'm doing is I'm adding an applique in between, so that way the machine will shoot it out towards me, and I can easily access that and cut it right there on the machine. Or at that point, you can simply take it off the machine and take it over to your workspace and do it over there as well. All right, so we are using the 15 centimeter round hoop. All right, so let's go ahead and head on over to the craft room and get this hooped up. So here's my super cute blank, and I'll try to see if I can't find one similar because I don't even know where these came from. And I've got, my backing. I'm using Cutaway, by the way, guys. I'll have all of those things linked down below. We're going to use our Cricut Easy Press since we're going to be using the Stahl's CAD Cut Glitter Flake today. So what you're going to do is simply take your round hoop piece, the bottom part, if you will. You're going to get that inside centered up there towards the top. Try to go all the way up to the top because you need to come down about an inch and a half on these bodysuits. So definitely get that all the way up there. If not, you're going to end up with this thing all the way down in the middle of the tummy area. So get that in there, get your backing in there, and then figure out exactly where your center is. Put a pin in there so it'll be ready to go. And then all you simply got to do is take your hoop here, start at the top, and boom, push it down. These hoops are super easy to use, guys. I was kind of nervous because I never really liked to hoop in the past, and I love it. I don't mind using these. All right, so let's go ahead and take it over to the machine. So what we're going to do is simply pop it in, and then we're going to get the laser, figure out exactly, right there on the center of our needle. And then I'm just going to trace it, figure out exactly where I'm at, make sure I'm where I want to be. And that's it. We're going to be ready to go. So I'm going to pull out my needle and hit go and stitch this thing out. So it's going to give us the placement stitch. Then we're going to be able to put down our felt. Now on this, you definitely want to use some spray. So I've got some spray here. I'll leave that link down below. Or you can apply, there is like heat and bond and things like that. So get that down, and then I'm going to take it over to the craft room and, to cut this out. You could definitely do it on the machine. It pops it out for you, but I always like to pull it out. Just makes it easier for me. So I pull it off, put it on the table, and simply just trim away. Get yourself a really good pair of embroidery scissors. I'll try to find these and link them down below. Hopefully I can find them on Amazon. I got them at our local sewing shop. There's one that's about an hour and a half. I say local, about an hour and a half. I love that place. I can always find exactly what I want, but I'll see if I can find them because I really love these. All right, so now it's going to go ahead and give us, so it's already got the placement stitch for the antlers as well. So I've placed down the felt for that, and then it's going to shoot it out at us again. I'm going to go back to the table, same thing, and cut it out. So it's super easy to use this. Once again, definitely try out the spray. It just makes it so much easier to spray a little spritz on there and pop it down. But once again, you could definitely use heat and bond if you want to. You could do all of this with glitter. That would be really pretty as well. And like I said, all that will be down below. The glitter, which you guys will see here in just a minute, is super easy to tear away. You don't even have to use scissors. So now what I did was the placement stitch for the bow. You're going to peel off that plastic that's on the that CAD Cut glitter flake, and you're just going to it's going to go down, give us that placement stitch or applique stitch. And now you can see I can just tear that away. So I'm holding down the stitches, and then I'm just going to simply tear this away. I think I've seen some people where they'll completely let it stitch out and then tear it away, but I like to do it at this point. So there it is, going to load it back up. And at this point, it's ready to go to complete everything. So it's going to do the complete stitches and finish this entire design up. So I really love these designs. So the girl that came up to train me, I love her. She's super sweet. She recommended this Planet Applique. I'll have them linked down below. We're going to be utilizing them. They have some free designs, which are perfect because you can download them and try them out with your embroidery machine to see how well they work for you. Try that out with whichever brand you guys do decide to go with or company. Try their free designs. That's what they're there for, to test it out. But her designs are super affordable. She has in the hoop stuff, which we're going to be doing. So we'll be doing a bunch of stuff from her. I do not even know who they are. I really do love it. She recommended them, and I also recommend them as well. Everything stitches out super smooth. Sometimes you may purchase a design and it's not your machine, it's your design. So always test another design to make sure. So we're just going to pop it off. She's done. So at this point, I'm just going to pop out the hoop. You're going to see that we got just a little bit of hoop burn, but when we go to do the heat press, it's going to completely take that away. So now I'm going to flip this inside out and cut away. So we're doing cutaway because, once again, if you wear it, don't tear it. So we're going to trim all the way around this. Make sure that you guys can see your material when you guys cut, because if you don't, you could accidentally cut your material, obviously. So be careful with that. Just trim all the way around, and then we're going to get ready for the name. Now for this, you may want to invest into just a little bit bigger of a hoop, so that way you could do your design and your name at the same time, which I will be investing into. But while I don't have that size hoop right now, you can simply just double hoop it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and hoop part of that design in this hoop, and I really wished I would have went up a little bit more because I ended up being an inch down. So you're just going to go up as high as you can on that, because think about where that name's going to go in the middle of this hoop. So you're going to get that back in there, get your backing down, and then you're going to just get your hoop back on there again. So I'm just kind of smoothing everything out, and then it's going to be the same thing. You're going to take that hoop, start at the top, and pop it down. I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm taking the ruler again, and then I'm going to make sure, once again, find that center, so that way whenever I go to do the name, it's going to be even and not, more to the right, more to the left, if that makes sense. So there it is. And then now we're just going to pop the hoop down, up at the top, push down. Once again, these hoops are fantastic. Embroidery's come a long way. That's a big game changer. All right, so I've got my name all typed out here. I'll have the name of this font linked down below with all of the settings and the needle I used, all of that. So I've got everything ready to go. Once again, I'll send it over to the machine. I'll choose my correct hoop and then change the color to what I need and load it up. So easy peasy. This one is just going to simply be the font, so the name, if you will. So once again, getting that laser exactly where that needle point is, and then I'm going to pull the needle out and hit go. So it's a super easy project. I have to tell you guys, so far I'm loving this Melco. It's really easy to use. It's very user friendly. From the design software, I love the fact that it has the computer next to it, because I can design on it. Boom, it sends it straight over to the machine, and then I go over to the machine. I, check exactly where it's at and stuff, trace it, if you will, and then I hit go. Like, I just absolutely love this. If you guys have been wanting to get into embroidery and it's one of your goals, don't skip out on the Melco. If you guys have any requests, you guys want to see how something is made on the Melco, or you guys want to learn anything, definitely leave it down below and I'll try to get to it. I have hats coming up very soon. I have several different projects with hats. We've got stockings coming up, some Christmas stuff. I've got a lot of things planned, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys have any requests, definitely leave them down below and I'll get to that. So if you guys have been wanting to look into embroidery, but you're curious, can it do this? Can it do that? Hey, shoot me a comment down below and I'll definitely try to get to that. All right, so back to the project. You guys can see I'm cutting away that cutaway, and it came out really, really cute. I really love how this came out. And like I said, I don't know where these blanks came from. The last machine I purchased, the girl gave me a ton of free blanks, and I just have these here at the house. But like I said, I'll try to find something I can link down below. So as you guys can see, I'm flipping this inside out, and I'm going to press from the back side first. So this is going to help flatten everything down, so that way I can flip it back over and press again, because you have those stitches, which then gives me like an uneven pressure. Does that make sense? What I love about the Cricut Easy Press mats, it really helps, almost like a pressing pillow. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press one more time for 10 seconds, and that'll be it. It'll be good to go. So I'm just kind of protecting my stuff. And when you press the threads afterwards, it also kind of helps just make them look so much better too. So I love the way that it came out. I think it came out super duper cute. And as you can see from that heat, it took away most of that burn. So it looks really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.